believe you're the righteousness of God. All right, now watch this. And with the mouth, confession is made unto salvation. Now that word salvation, don't let it fool you. It's not just born again. And that's why we only use these scriptures to talk about. You only saw them when you talk about somebody getting born again. It's so much bigger than born again. That word salvation comes from a Greek word, two Greek words, sozo, another Greek word, soteria. And it means not only born again, but it means preservation and wholeness and deliverance and prosperity and peace. It carries the entire finished works of Jesus Christ. He said, so if you believe in your heart, come on, I'm the righteousness of God. And if you confess with your mouth, watch this, I'm the righteousness of God, and I have a right to whatever part of the finished works. I have a right to healing. I have a right to preservation. I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to abundance. I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to be delivered from that addiction. I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to be peaceful. I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to be loving. I'm the righteousness of God. So you're expressing what is in your heart, then you are opening your mouth and you are making what salvation has already provided for you. Mm-hmm. Watch this. Say this out. Say this with me. I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to have abundance in every area of my life. See, you ain't got to con nobody. You ain't got to manipulate nobody. You ain't got to kiss up to nobody. You are the righteousness of God, and your mouth will make anything that grace of God has already made available. Say it again. I'm the righteousness of God.
I am the righteousness of God.
And I have the blood-bought right.
I have the blood-bought right.
So you know how we got to put some adjectives in there. I got the blood-bought right. Jesus right.
Yes, sir.
To have abundance. But you don't have a right to have nothing you don't speak.
Right. Speak up.
Charles Capps was he was a farmer when he was alive. And he was working on this particular harvest, and it wouldn't work. And he got to speaking all bad over the harvest and talking all bad over the harvest, and finally he got a hold of it. That if he said the Lord spoke to him, said Brother Hagin wrote a little book called Right Believing. And he said he read in that book, he says if you believe right, you'll think right, and you'll confess right. He said, but if you believe wrong, you will think wrong, and you'll confess wrong. And so he changed his confession because he said, I believe I'm going to have a great honesty. He began to think that way, and he began to confess based on what he believed, because he realized, wait a minute, I'm the righteousness of God. I have a right to have a good heart. And he said, the Lord spoke to him. He said, Charles, I want you to go tell my people. I said that they can have what they say, but they keep saying what they have. And as long as they keep saying what they have, I can't change it. He said, get them to say what they don't have. Say what they don't have. Stop saying what you do have. You have what you say.
Golf?
But you keep saying
bullshit up out of here, dog. What the fuck? Don't nobody give no fucks about no motherfucking golf. Watch it crap up down in this bitch. Speak your victory. Call this and
you've been saying what you have for the last 20 years. And I'm asking you today to stop saying that. They believe that I'm the righteousness of God.
Right.
And because
preach.
You believe that you're the righteousness of God, open your mouth.
I'm the ice cream lady. This summer I got that ice cream on deck. You feel me?
What you have based on what you have in the righteousness of God.
Right. Let's get it.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
You remember in Genesis chapter 1, Genesis chapter 1 to verse 2, the
lightness and darkness
was on the face of the water.
I got lightness.
And then verse 3 said, and God said, let there be light.
Let there be light.
And he said, and there was light.
There was.
See,
right
God
there.
saw darkness, but he said what?
Light.
God didn't say what he saw. He saw darkness, but he said what?
Light.
And then there was what?
Light.
But when was there light? But even though there was darkness, he said, and there was what? Even though there was darkness, he said, and there was what? Even though your wallet is empty, you don't say empty, you say, and then you'll have what? Even though your marriage look crazy right now, you don't say crazy.
Everything's great.
You say what? Good marriage.
Great.
And you have what?
Perfect.
Now, why would you say that? Because I'm the righteousness of God.
God.
I am not convinced. I have a right to that. I don't have to tolerate things that are not in my bills of rights. I am the righteousness of God. I have a right to have what I have a right to. So if I see something that's not in my bill of rights, I'm not going to say it. That ain't mine. Quit saying what you see. Well, you know, Brother Dom, I'm as broke as the Ten Commandments and Moses dropped on Mount Sinai, and brokenness was.
Brokenness see, brokenness do.
He said,
get money with the crew. Let's get it.
Turn your neighbor and say, stop saying what you see. Glory be to God.
Keep it 100.
Now, here's what I want you to get here. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. Now, I am saying
the truth, Romans.
Versus what religion has taught you. Listen to me carefully now. I think I used last week the illustration. Somebody says, well, I need a car. So you want to do it by faith, you say. And then you think, well, you know, I got to believe in my heart. I got a car. I believe in my heart. I got a car. I believe in my heart. I got a car. I believe in my heart. I got a car. I believe in my heart. I got a car. And you working on saying this 1,000 times because that's self-effort. You believe that if I say this long enough, then I'm gonna have this.
Right.
And what happens? Somebody says, well, I actually
get yourself a baby mama's car or
you have no idea how
family's car. You drive your mama's car.
That's the only thing you ever got by faith. Probably because somebody was praying for you or just plain mercy of God.
Right.
But that's not what he said to believe in your heart. He said, believe in your heart, I'm the righteousness of God. And confess with your mouth, I have a right to have a car.
Right.
Somebody said, well, what's the difference? See, you spending all your time trying to believe in your heart that you got the car.
That's
and
right.
You don't even believe you have a right to it. You walking around condemned. You walking around full of shame. You walking around full of condemnation.
In my mom's car.
And yet you're trying to operate faith.
You gotta own that shit.
I don't believe I'm the righteousness
Take the ownership
of God
for that shit.
because of what I did last week. But I'm going to use my faith to get a car. No, I got to believe I'm righteous.
Well, fake ass boys.
I got to believe I'm righteous. And righteousness becomes the force that will cause this. See, righteousness, a righteousness identity will attract everything that you need.
Yes.
When you believe you are right with God, you have peace with God. Now, this is why the devil attacks your identity in Christ. He wants to make you feel guilty, fearful, and ashamed, which makes you run from God. But in this series, Show and Tell, I explain that when the devil attacks you, you can't sit there and just be quiet. Folks, it's time to talk. Don't just think, but speak the words. I'm the righteousness of God by faith in Christ. Your mouth is your way out of your wilderness and into your promised land. And when you speak words of truth, you will see the reality of God's promises in your life. Then you'll have a real show and tell testimony for all to see. Praise